great, glittering Galaga. Oh, hi, some jerk with a camera here, and welcome to part 2 of my 3-part retrospective of the first 30 years of EPCOT. This episode covers the 1980s at EPCOT. Remember the 80s? I don't. They ended when I was 6. But best I can tell, it was a magical decade when Ronald Reagan took up breakdancing, Donkey Kong smashed watermelons live on stage, and of course Captain EO sold Rubik's Cubes full of cocaine to the Nicaraguans with a 23 skidoo. And also, Epcot Center celebrated its first 7 years of existence or something. Enjoy!
Previously on Acid.
That extra special.
And now you find yourself in 82.
So after all the pageantry and hoopla surrounding the 1982 grand opening of Epcot Center, how exactly did the public react to this bold new vision? It was immediately a runaway smash success, and even more immediately a crushing, disappointing failure. Oh sure, the shiny new park attracted the curious crowds at first, but generally after walking through Epcot's 300 acres just to experience all 13 educational rides and attractions, their feet were just a little too tired to come back for more.
Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland. The blessing of size.
Yeah, that blessing of size has violated more feet than Quentin Tarantino. Generations of podiatrists have based their whole careers around treating Epcot victims. And my feet have been threatening for several hours now to secede from my legs, tunnel their way out of my shoes, and start a new life somewhere.
We'll do it too.
You don't have the guts. Quentin Tarantino's out there somewhere.
He's not real. You just made him up to scare us. We demand some dignity down in here. Yeah, lefty's right. Why do you always have to undress us at the airport, pervert? There's no way that's a real rule. We demand some relief from your 300-pound sorry ass. Look at him getting pedaling extremities are a pretty abnormal race.
I hate it when they get sore.
Cut foot loose!
But here's what's even sadder. There's actually a reason they made Epcot so criminally ungodly big. They deliberately left a ton of empty space between these pavilions because they actually thought if Epcot was successful enough, they could eventually still build Walt City of the Future around them. That's why they called the place Epcot Center, so it could serve as the centralized hub for the community. But it was not to be. The place quite simply had too many fires to put out. It was too big, too bland, too boring, too corporate, no thrill rides, not enough stuff to do.
This is the most boring place I've ever been to in my life.
It certainly developed a cult fan base because, frankly, it was too unique not to. But to the general public, it really was Fantasia to Disneyland Snow White in the worst possible way. While Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom surrounded their guests with escapist entertainment, Epcot wouldn't even let you see the sweet-ass dinosaur robots without trapping you in educational film The Ride.
More than 80,000 photovoltaic cells generate electric current to help power your traveling theater cars. So, in a sense, you've been riding on sunshine.
These select few are making 3 cents a day.
And let's be perfectly honest, I don't know about you, but nobody the fuck goes on vacation to learn shit!
Did you hear something? Who cares? I'm on vacation.
Disney learned that lesson the hard way with Epcot and never made that mistake again until they made that mistake again and again and again. Apparently even Disney refuses to learn lessons at Disney parks. They're like that annoying uber geek friend you have who won't shut up blathering about his geeky obsessions all the time until you just want to say, shut up, nobody cares about theme park trivia. But you can't even strangle the guy because you can't reach your hands through the mirror. Because Mickey Mouse lied to me again. And that rat bastard will pay. Oh yes.
He will pay.
So anyway, despite the sorry fates of the Africa Pavilion and the Axis rides, Epcot did still manage to open 3 more pavilions in its next 2 years, all of which helped give the place some much-needed identity. World Showcase got the beautifully opulent Morocco Pavilion, while Future World got the charming future-themed Horizons and the even more charming original Journey into Imagination, featuring Epcot's first-ever marketable characters, a whimsical old inventor named Dreamfinder, and his creation, an even whimsicaler, cute purple dragon named Figment. Yeah, that's another thing. The park had no recognizable characters at first. They had Dreamfinder and Figment wandering around, but no one even knew who those were until the ride opened. If you wanted to meet Mickey Mouse or Goofy or any of the classic Disney characters, you had to go to the Magic Kingdom. So guess what? People did.
EPCOT will be the place for parents to drag the kids, not the other way around.
How do we make this big, expensive gamble of a park a surefire success? I know, let's shut out literally the most successful thing we've ever done. Let's take the freaking symbol of our entire company and lock him up in the Magic Kingdom like he's Grandpa at the old folks' home.
Back in my day, mice were mice, broads were broads, and every cow's lower jaw was a xylophone.
There you are, you rat bastard! Come here and taste chainsaw! This'll teach you to spread mince right off the fucking glass!
So let's review. EPCOT was a failed experiment. It wasn't really a prototype of anything, because they never built another one. It wasn't a community, because nobody lived there. And it didn't magically transport you to tomorrow unless you fell asleep on Universe of Energy. Which was quite likely. It was barely even of.
But mostly, it was an enormously risky venture that just wasn't paying off like they'd hoped, and it contributed heavily to the company very nearly toppling into bankruptcy. Until... Why did it get so cold out here all of a sudden?
God have mercy on her. God have mercy on me. But she will be mine, or
At Disney, we actually encourage failure.
You know, my kid really likes those gummy bear candies. Could you make a show about that? Say what you will about Michael Eisner, he didn't take the Disney CEO job out of charity, or in tribute to what Walt would have done. He took the job because he was shrewd enough to know exactly how many Scrooge McDuck money bins could be filled just by tapping into all our nostalgic Disney memories in just the right ways. And like it or not, it worked! Once upon a time, this man literally saved the company by valuing populist entertainment above literally all else. Epcot Center was neither popular nor entertaining, so Eisner applied countless Band-Aid after Band-Aid to its massive wounds, starting with shoehorning the goddamn characters in there. They're all gay, hippie rainbow spacemen now. Good, go with it. And speaking of gay, hippie rainbow spacemen, nah. Oh, alright. In 1986, Captain EO found its Florida home at Epcot's Imagination Pavilion, because this certainly came from someone's imagination, alright? I think. Who cares? As long as I have a big spinning rock to stare at, everything's gonna be okay. Ow! The same year also saw the opening of the Living Seas, the world's largest saltwater aquarium at the time, featuring thousands of stunningly beautiful sea creatures to admire while devouring their brethren at the Coral Reef restaurant. Watching fish while eating fish, that's almost some sick, twisted Roman Colosseum derangement. Now, some people have accused Eisner of opening the Living Seas just to shamelessly crush SeaWorld, but actually, Disney started building this place before Eisner even had the job, so that claim is about as baseless as saying he opened Disney MGM Studios just to crush Universal, or Animal Kingdom just to crush Busch Gardens Tampa, or Pleasure Island just to actually crush Church Street Station, or literally 17 on-property hotels just so he could demolish Orlando's hotel industry, or Disney's Magical Express just to ensure that no Disney World guest ever has to see a square fucking inch of Florida not owned by Disney. Oh, come on! I didn't even mention the mice this time! What are you doing? No! No, not my shark tank! Not my shark tank! But even with such adorable aquatic sea creatures as Michael Jackson at the park's disposal, it was still considered kind of an afterthought, even in the celebrity endorsements.
It's a supercalifragilistic
Disney World vacation. There's always something going on.
It's quite a celebration. Bet there's nothing left to do.
There's EPCOT too.
You heard the Huxtables. Walt Disney's last dream, the massively important bridge to the 21st century. 4 years into its existence, it was just there too.
Why'd they go on vacation without Cliff?
You know, of all the basements I've ever been chained up in, this one has by far the most meth labs. In 1988, World Showcase got a nighttime fireworks show called Illuminations and a pavilion for Norway featuring, holy shit, a second World Showcase ride! And I still think Maelstrom is monstrously underrated, no matter how much my friends hate it.
My friends hate it. Go torture them.
Then in 1989, Future World got Wonders of Life.
Don't talk to me about life.
Which dealt with the disgustingly shameful inner workings of biology in 3 magnificent new attractions. The Making of Me, starring Martin Short, Body Wars, starring Elizabeth Shue and Tim Matheson and directed by Leonard freakin' Nimoy, and Cranium Command, starring Charles Grodin, John Lovitz, George Wendt, Dana Carvey, Kevin Nealon, Bobcat Goldthwait.
From Straight Elsewhere, Christina Pickles. From Comedy Music, Weird Al Yankovic. And from the Center Square, Al.
Yeah, Eisner's celebrity obsession kinda dated this pavilion after a while, but I still think Wonders of Life struck Epcot's best ever balance between actual education and actual entertainment. Body Wars was Epcot's first thrill ride, even if it was just Star Tours getting its chocolate and Fantastic Voyage's peanut butter. And apparently, Cranium Command's animated pre-show so impressed the Disney executives, they hired its directors to direct a little film called Beauty and the Beast! I'm not kidding. This led directly to this.
Hey, I love that wacky internet cartoon you did. Want to direct Lawrence of Arabia?
Okay.
Wow, those camels are tiny. Hey, tiny camels!
Why do I still have a job?
How do you make them bigger?
But in my opinion, the greatest triumph of Wonders of Life, indeed of early Epcot period, was The Making of Me, starring Martin Short. A film which, I'm not kidding, taught children about the science of human reproduction.
What? I know, that sounds horrible, and the involvement of Ed Grimley just makes it sound like pure unfiltered wrong on toast, but in practice, it actually accomplished the impossible. It told kids the truth.
It didn't talk down to them, it just explained the simple biological facts of the matter entertainingly, in a language kids could understand, without lying to them about storks or sentient Pixar clouds or other such bullshit.
And it did so without being in any way graphic or inappropriate or... Who could that be?
Did someone order a pizza? Because I have the transcript of your order, why don't you have a seat?
I ordered this 31 minutes ago! It's free!
I'll get you next time, some jerk with a camera. Next time.
No cops outside. I knew I was forgetting something.
Going to jail. Gonna make some brand new friends. Going to jail. They tell me the fun there never ends. I don't have my brown pants, but I'm glad I got the pens. Going to jail. Going to jail.
Damn it, Vanessa, you think you can ignore me just because you turned into a skeleton?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.